Yeah, good evening, you guys, once again from Coronado Island, beautiful, sunny Coronado Island. And you know, they say if you live long enough, you're going to see just about everything. And certainly none of us have ever seen anything like this. This is a battle between the folks who like to play lawn bowling on this plastic AstroTurf surface and these four beautiful trees that are healthy. They're called Canary Island pine trees. And apparently the folks that play lawn bowling over here think that the roots of the pine trees are messing up the surface of their plastic court out here, and they have convinced the city council to go ahead and cut down the trees, believe it or not. Well, when the tree people found out about that, as I said earlier, they came out of the woodwork, and boy, they have a lot to say. Take a look. It's not exactly the kind of issue that screams front page news in the big city, but here on Coronado Island, it's got the natives riled up. An unlikely battle between lawn bowlers and tree huggers, and it's disrupting the peace.
When the word got out, a few of us got together and, started putting on social media and beating the drums, because you can't make it up. The city council is saying they're in favor of a square of plastic grass instead of four beautiful trees. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
I was outraged. I found out about it later on social media, and I knew that I needed to be asking some questions.
The sudden outrage is the result of the Coronado City Council giving a thumbs up to cut these trees down. The lawn bowlers claim that the roots on these healthy trees are damaging the plastic turf where they play.
I was actually really shocked to see that the City Council voted to remove these four mature Canary Island pines and an incredibly mature and critically endangered Torrey pine that's probably about 100 years old, all in the name of preserving an artificial turf square. The pressing issue out here for the lawn bowlers is the surface of the greens. For about 70 years, it was natural grass with no complaints. Since the new turf was installed, the lawn bowlers claim that there is a fungus in the roots of the trees and that the fungus is causing lumps in the turf. They claim that the tree root systems are adding bumps and lumps to their artificial turf and affecting the play of their game. I appreciate their hobby, but I don't think that their hobby should come at the expense of our environment and our mature trees. But since last week's vote to chop them down, it appears the city is backing down. They've heard from a lot of people, and apparently they are listening. The city council has put tree chopping on hold. Perhaps they didn't do all the research and look at the implications.
My main concern is, are they doing nesting bird surveys? We're in the middle of nesting season, which goes to approximately September 15th, and you need to have an official nesting bird survey done prior to any trimming or cutting. So has that been done? Is it going to be done? I don't know. I can't get the answers.
Now, making this issue even more interesting is that the city of Coronado is planning on replacing all this AstroTurf. In fact, it's going to cost over $1 million to pull this up and to put in some new stuff for the small number of people that actually play this. And the folks who, obviously want to save the trees say if you just plant real grass, this problem won't happen, because this problem started when they put in the artificial turf. So what we have here is a real battle between a sport that a lot of people in this town love to play and, of course, trees that everybody loves. And I want to remind people that in Washington, D.C. right now, there is a movement to plant 1 trillion trees across the United States, all in the name of climate change. Can you imagine the city of Coronado actually following through on cutting down these shade trees for the benefit of a plastic tarp? Well, we'll see what happens. The next meeting is August 15th, and we understand that the City Council could very well reconsider this issue now that they've heard some other opinions. That's what's going on out here in Coronado. Throw it back to you.